thoughts. Hopefully you do good things. Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win. The good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing.
All right, I gotta throw a flag on the play. I gotta call foul. Raise up a little red card. Is that what they do in soccer? Can we please stop fucking trying to dress up the days of the week? If you're on Twitter, I'm sure you're familiar with, what is it? Motivation Mondays or Monday Motivation. If you're on Instagram, it's Titty Tuesdays. Although I don't really have a problem with Titty Tuesdays, except for the fact that nobody really shows their titties. I mean, they put, they're wearing like a bikini top or some shit. Don't say Titty Tuesday and you're not really showing any titties, because I can see your cleavage. I can see that you probably have some nice boobs underneath that bikini top, but they're not officially titties until a nipple makes an appearance. Wednesday, I don't even know what the fuck Wednesday is. Wednesday, whip 'em out Wednesday. I know that Jim Norton and was it Jim Norton? It was Opie and Anthony. I know that when they fucking did a radio show or whatever, they used to call it whip 'em out Wednesday, which was just as good as Titty Tuesday, but nobody really did it. What is Thursday? Turn back time Thursday. And fuck it Friday. Just can we please stop pretending like the days of the week are some fucking magical time? Yeah, I'm a little bit grouchy today, but fucking I draw the line at that's another one. Besides raising my my little red fucking card. What do those mean in soccer? Is it like, it's like stop? That's what it looks like to me, right? When the ref runs up and puts the that fucking card up. It's like, stop, please stop. Whatever you're doing, just fucking stop it. Soccer is such a little, it's not even a man's game, is it? I mean, how much of a fucking man's game can it be when, a woman could probably beat you in it? It's not really a man's game, and I know that it's like the most popular fucking sport in the world or whatever, next to, I don't know, fucking cricket. What is cricket? I've tried, I watched some fucking documentary about this tribe in Africa that somehow they fucking, I don't know, the fucking British, right? They're the ones that came up with cricket, right? During one of their fucking colonial explorations of fucking trying to turn the world white, apparently they stopped off in this area and introduced the game of cricket to these people in Africa. And now, they've continued the fucking tradition, except they've added their own little spin to it. Like, the games can go on for weeks, which is really not anything unusual for cricket, right? It is the only game that I know of that can go on for a week, 2 weeks before it's fucking over, I mean, if you think fucking golf is boring or baseball, I mean, I love baseball, but, I'll call a spade here. It can be a fucking boring game, especially since, they took all the steroids out of it. You could end up sitting there for, 3, 4, 5 hours, depending on what the score is at the bottom of the ninth. Fucking imagine having to sit and watch a game for weeks. Although obviously they're not playing like from morning, they're not up at like fucking midnight still playing. They just continue it the next fucking day. But, it's just like, how can you even get excited about, when somebody scores, when it's like, oh, well, we'll fucking see how it goes, fucking 14 days from now, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, that they, they put their own little spin on it. Apparently, what was it, like either at the end of the fucking match, they break out into this big fucking brawl or some shit, and the losers are killed, or I'm not really 100% sure, but I do know that they added a little excitement to their game, and you don't see. I mean, I don't know if the women play or not. And this is not to shit on women here. I'm just saying that soccer, if a woman can beat a man at a game, then it's not really a man's game. It's just a game, right? You wouldn't put, a man and a woman in the ring and let them fight it out, or at least, two professional fighters. You wouldn't do that, because it would obviously be unfair, right? Not because men are better, but because men usually are stronger. We have usually more dense muscle structures. We hit harder. It wouldn't be fair, and really nobody wants to see that shit anyway. Although I've got a couple of ex-girlfriends I wouldn't mind seeing getting pounded in the face in the ring, but that's just my own personal shit. What the hell was I talking? How did I end up talking about this shit? I don't know. Can we stop naming the fucking days of the week like it's a happy fucking time? Especially for people that have like a 9 to 5. You're really just fooling yourself if you're really trying to convince yourself that going to work on fucking Mondays is a fucking joy. Unless, of course, you've got Tuesday and Wednesday off. Well, then, yeah, I guess I could understand Monday being an exciting time for you, because it's basically your Friday. But if you're somebody that works Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, there's no fucking way on Sunday you're like, I can't wait for fucking Motivation Mondays. I can't fucking wait to get to work and show them how motivated I am to fucking punch keys into a fucking keyboard and make reports and maybe, I don't know, get a fucking coffee at Starbucks. You're not excited about that shit. So can we just quit with the fucking bullshit? It is fucking Thursday, by the way, so I guess it's turn back time. Are you gonna show me some pictures of I don't know. Does anybody care when somebody's like, oh, here's a picture of me when I was fucking 8 and missing half of my fucking teeth and, looking pretty close to what a creature would look like if a fucking, a baboon had sex with a fucking wombat. What is a wombat? It's a funny word, at least to me. Is it a fucking bat? I mean, it's from Australia, so I'm assuming it must be fucking poisonous, right? Because, everything in fucking Australia is... Why do people live there? Why? I mean, is the surfing really that good? Is it so good that you're like, you know what? I don't care about the fucking sharks that jump out of the fucking water. Isn't that where whenever Shark Week is on, right? They always talk about they call it like air jaws or whatever, and they show like these fucking great white sharks just jumping out of the fucking water, like 10, 15 feet in the fucking air. I don't know. I mean, you've got great white sharks. You've got the fucking deadliest snakes and spiders. You've got fucking yoked up kangaroo that apparently, if you get them mad, will try and disembowel you with their big ass feet. I think you got crocodiles as well, right? Somebody please explain to me why the fuck Australia is why is anybody living there? And why, if you don't live there, why are you fucking going there? Why, because you fell in love with Crocodile Dundee and the way he fucking said mate? I don't know. They got some cool cars out there. They got something called it's like a mixture between like a sedan and a fucking truck, which I know sounds ridiculous. I think it's called like a ute or some shit. It actually looks kind of cool, but I'm not gonna fucking move to Australia to buy one. I'm not even gonna go there to buy one. Even if if I could like import one, assuming that I had the kind of money it would take to import a fucking car from another country, I might do that. But before I got in it, I'm fucking calling Orkin and having them go through that shit up and down to fucking spray it down and make sure there aren't any fucking poisonous fucking creatures attached to it. I don't know. I just, like, in my mind, going to Australia is kind of like, I don't know. It would be like going into the rundown, fucking scary looking house that, that everybody as a kid, everybody, like in every neighborhood, there was that fucking house that your parents will like, stay the fuck away from there. To me, going to Australia is like going into that house knowing that there are fucking black widows, rapists, fucking, I don't know, what's fucking scary to people, guys named fucking Brian, I don't know, why is Brian scary? I don't know. I couldn't think of a fucking weird name. I threw out Brian. If your name is Brian and you're listening to this, I just say shit, okay? Don't fucking get all offended like, I'm Brian, I'm not a fucking, I'm not scary. Relax. George, that's a name I don't like. George. And I apologize if there is somebody out there named George. Well, it's not that I don't like the name George. It's just a weird name, George. Like how do you look at a baby and like, you know what? He looks like a George. It's just, I don't know. I mean, whenever I hear George, I think of fucking who the fuck is it? The little fucking fat sweaty dude from fucking Seinfeld, right? Costanza. You don't hear too many people naming their kids nowadays George, right? It just, doesn't it sound weird? George. Jorge is alright. At least you put a little spin to it. But if your name is George, I don't even know why I say it like that. Don't listen to me, alright? If you're taking anything I'm fucking saying serious, don't listen to me. I'm a fucking idiot. I am a fucking idiot who is, I don't know. Have you seen that they're fucking, basically fucking Vladimir Putin has become the new, Saddam Hussein, to Western society. I guess they're now I guess some fucking Russian spy or ex-spy or some shit, that lives in London, was poisoned with some sort of fucking nerve gas. And of course, without any sort of investigation, what's her name? Fucking, she looks like a fucking, like a bank manager. What the fuck is her name? Theresa May? She, of course, is saying, oh yeah, this is fucking Putin's handiwork. And of course, Trump is saying it, and mainstream media is fucking saying, everybody's fucking saying it except for who's the fucking UK's version of Bernie Sanders over there, fucking Jeremy Corbyn. He's the only one that's I know this isn't fucking interesting. You know, if you're not into fucking politics and shit, then you're just like, who gives a fuck? You know, and I'm right there with you. I couldn't give two shits about Russia or a Russian agent or whether or not fucking, Putin did anything. I couldn't give two shits. The only thing that I care about is the fact that, certain, party members, as far as politicians, are trying to mask the fact that, it was neoliberalism and the fact that, fucking Obama, made the banks bigger instead of doing what he should have done. This is all just to disguise the fact that, Bill Clinton fucking signed NAFTA into existence, and the fact that the middle class has been shrinking for the past fucking 30, 40 fucking years, and the fact that we have the richest country on the planet, and yet like 52% are living below the fucking poverty line, making less than $30,000 a year. It's all just to cover up the fact that we invaded Iraq, for bullshit reasons, and then Afghanistan, and then that fucking grew to Syria and Libya, and fucking the fact that, we're now, fucking helping Saudi Arabia basically commit genocide to the Yemeni people. It's all just to sort of gloss over that and pretend that isn't the reason that we ended up with Trump, or that life kind of sucks in this country. No, it's fucking Putin. And what kind of fucking, see, this is the thing, right? This is the same thing I say about the Democrats that go along with fucking, giving Trump $80 billion extra to fund the fucking, or to add to the military budget, that co-sign on any of the fucking ridiculously underqualified fucking people that he's added to his cabinet, that just voted to deregulate the fucking banks. You have, on one side, you say, Trump is a fucking idiot, right? He's an absolute fucking idiot. But then you give him fucking, all the tools he needs to basically become a fucking dictator. With Putin, it's like, oh, he's this fucking mastermind, right? He's just he disrupted the democracy, somehow 13 fucking, trolls with their kitten memes, somehow caused Hillary Clinton the election. And it's all just masterminded under Putin, and yet he poisons an ex-Russian spy that openly lives in London with some sort of Russian nerve agent. Right before the Russian elections and the World Cup and all that, he does all of this shit that would definitely, point back to him and make him guilty. And yet somehow he's also the fucking mastermind that caused Hillary Clinton the fucking election. And, just like Trump, he's a fucking huge moron, right? And yet somehow he's also like a Russian operative, and he's managed to go this entire time with, evading being, legitimately colluding with Russia to, it's just, can you make up your mind? Either these people are fucking masterminds or they're fucking idiots. Okay? You can't be both. You can't be a fucking genius and at the same time be considered a complete fucking moron. Are you telling me that, that Donald Trump is he pretending to be that fucking stupid? That he's been pretending to be a fucking arrogant blowhard for, I mean, as long as I fucking have known. Well, I don't know him, but you know, as far as I've been aware of him since I was a kid, he's been pretending to be a fucking idiot, right? While secretly devising a way to remove democracy from the United States, right? You know, and Putin, he's this fucking mastermind that has basically got everybody that doesn't like fucking Hillary Clinton on puppet strings, and yet he also fucking poisons an open ex-Russian spy with Russian nerve agents. Are you telling me that makes fucking sense to you? I mean, isn't it fucking strange that we never talk about, I don't know, Saudi Arabia and the fact that they are basically starving the Yemenis people to death, that we're helping them basically commit genocide? Or how about the fact that, they are, as far as human rights violators, they're at the top of the fucking checklist there? How isn't it just a little bit fucking strange that anybody that we don't consider a fucking ally is these horrific people that we should go and bomb and obliterate or sanction or whatever, but our allies, it doesn't fucking matter what they fucking do. Who cares that fucking the Israelis are killing fucking children, Palestinian children, because they don't like the idea of this fucking group of people that really don't have any claim on anything, just coming through their fucking neighborhoods and bulldozing them. I love how everybody pretends like if you woke up tomorrow, right, and I'm sitting in a fucking bulldozer and I demolish your fucking house and I say, well, you know what? It's mine. Somebody signed a fucking, not a treaty, just somebody signed some fucking document that basically says that your house and your belongings are mine now. I love how everybody pretends like they just be like, oh, all right, go ahead. I mean, if it's in a fucking document, well, fuck, what can you do? I don't know. I'm fucking sick to death of fucking stupidity. Now, am I saying that Putin's definitely not behind this fucking whatever the fuck it is? I'm not saying that, but maybe we ought to have a fucking investigation first before you just automatically turn fucking I mean, he, like I said, he's turned into the next fucking Saddam Hussein, right? Didn't we go into Iraq because supposedly Saddam Hussein had fucking weapons of mass destruction that that turned out to be absolute horse shit? I mean, wasn't the whole reason that everybody got sick of fucking Bush and all of that and elected a black guy with a Muslim sounding name, because we realized how, we realized that fucking George Bush basically lied us into 2 illegal wars. Weren't we all upset about that? Should we now fucking start a war with a superpower just because the Democrats don't want to really analyze why they fucking lost to a game show host? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody that's listening that's like, he's a fucking Putin puppet. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a Putin puppet because, I don't want to just run into fucking war, eyes closed, with yet another fucking country based on, basically fucking anecdotal evidence. I don't know. People have lost their goddamn minds, and I'm fucking sick of it. Maybe this is why, everybody has decided to try and turn the fucking days of the week into a party. Right? I mean, fuck, you got mass murder going on in your own name, in our names, overseas in the Middle East. Our government is completely corrupted by corporations. You've got a group of fucking madmen that were supporting actually fucking starving children to death. We got all this fucking horrific shit going on. I could see how Taco Tuesday would sound like a good thing. Anything to just take your mind off of the fucking shit show that's going on around you. Oh, it's fucking Taco Tuesdays. I guess everything's right in the world. Why am I so angry today? I don't know. How long have I been talking? You know what? I think that's it. I think I'm gonna stop here. I know it's a little shorter than usual, but I think the last podcast on what was it? Monday, Tuesday, whatever. It was like an hour long. So, or wait, was it? Yeah, I think it was. So, you're going to get a fucking short one. But, if you are new to this podcast, I do a couple of these a week, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. Occasionally I'll throw in an extra one, or depending on how much time I fucking have. The podcast isn't always like this. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I do say something that actually doesn't make me sound like a complete fucking dipshit, but it is what it is. But yeah, so if you're new, welcome, and if if you've been listening to the show for any amount of time, fucking thank you for supporting me. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. It's iffy if I'm gonna give you another one tomorrow, but I won't say that. I definitely won't. But if I don't, I hope you have a fucking fabulous Friday and a stupendous fucking Saturday and I don't know, fucking some other fucking word that starts with S, Sunday. Anyway, so yeah, I'll talk to you again either tomorrow or fucking next week. All right, take it easy. Don't take any shit and go fuck yourself. Peace.